So I'm usually talking about, connections to globalists and all sorts of things like that. But today we're talking about a danger. Do you have a safe word for you and your family in case they're on the phone and you have to verify if it's really them? This scenario has never been brought up to me until today. And now me and my wife are actually working on one because this is a real thing. This just happened with a mother, and yeah, it's crazy what happened, and it's via AI cloning technology, not cloning physically, but cloning your voice. Listen to these two clips. I'm going to play one of a mother telling her story and then one of a newscaster having it actually done to her so she can actually see what it's like. Let's get into it.
If you don't have a safe word with your family, create one immediately and watch this video because this AI tech is getting out of control.
I pick up the phone and I hear my daughter's voice and it says, "Mom," and she's sobbing. And I said, "What happened?" And she's like, "Mom, I messed up," and she's sobbing and crying. And then I hear a man's voice say, "Put your head back, lie down." And then I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?" And this man gets on the phone and he's like, "Listen here, I've got your daughter. This is how it's going to go down. You call the police, you call anybody. I'm going to pop her stomach so full of drugs, I'm going to have my way with her and I'll drop her off in Mexico." And at that moment, I just start shaking. I'm like, "What?" In the background, she's going, "Help me, Mom, please, help me," and bawling.
And you have absolutely no doubt in your mind that that was her voice.
Oh, 100% her voice. 100% her voice. It was never a question of, who is this? Or it was completely her voice. It was her inflection. It was the way she would have cried. I never doubted for 1 second it was her. I was like, that I don't have $1 million. I'm like, fine, whatever, just don't hurt my daughter. Then he wants $50,000. She was upstairs in her room going, what? What's going on?
If you don't have a safe
Crazy. She was just upstairs the whole time, but it throws you off so much. You get so thrown off that all you're hearing is your daughter crying. Your whole world, I would imagine, I don't have any kids, but your whole world would just go blank around the situation, I would think. Crazy. So that's what they're doing. I mean, I've seen this with Joe Rogan. They've been making AI conversations with Joe Rogan, but you always figure that that's Joe Rogan. There's literally 10,000 hours of him talking on the internet. So they're able to do that very easily, but they don't need that much with these programs. They don't need you to be a podcaster. You don't need to be a famous person. They can just get a couple of clips of you speaking online and they can actually get you. And this is actually an example of it right here. This news reporter is actually with one of these experts, and he's actually going to take her through the process. Listen to this.
Who says he's now seeing insurance claims for this kind of fraud, showed us just how easy it is.
We're going to try and find some audio samples of you.
He pulled videos from my social media and uploaded clips to one of a growing number of voice cloning programs.
So it's literally a matter of dragging and dropping audio clips into this program.
That's it.
Then came typing what to say, and with the click of a button,
I already tried to call the bureau. It was weird no one answered.
Sounds pretty good.
but could I fool a colleague with it?
Are you crazy busy? I forgot my corporate card.
Oh no.
Can I borrow yours real quick? I just need to pay for a few things. I'll get the receipts.
It wasn't perfect. There were delays, and some sentences sounded more genuine than others, but
I gotta run out and get my wallet.
it worked.
Thank you so much. Call you in a bit.
My colleague later stunned by the generated audio's accuracy.
So I pride myself on never falling for that stuff.
Experts say to make sure you don't fall for it, be skeptical whenever asked for money in any form. Don't rely on the caller ID. Those can be faked. And even if it sounds like a loved one calling, hang up and call the person yourself.
Are we going to see an increase in this sort of thing?
I believe we are. As attackers get more familiar with these technologies, what they can do with it, how to operate them, we are going to see an increase in scam attacks.
Now, here's the thing, right? I always look at things from, a big spectrum of things. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how is the government going to take advantage of this growing crisis that's happening with these AI scams? What kind of regulations are they going to start to put up? Because, hey, guys, it's a crisis going on. There's so many people falling victim. We're doing this for you. This is for you. This is why we're making it so we now have the ability to listen to everybody's phone calls. And if you say anything that falls under these 5 words, we're able to just send you a fine, or we're able to just come to your house and just check to see if you're okay. You just never know. You never know. Like, where is it going to go? I have no idea. But in this actual video that I was playing, they actually talked about how much money is being scammed from people. And they said $2.6 billion, which makes no sense to me at all, but kind of does, because at the same time, it's you don't even have to be super old. It doesn't even have to be super old. If you just don't know about this type of thing and you think that your daughter's calling you, you're gonna do whatever your daughter asks for. If you think it's your son, if you think it's your wife, if you think it's your husband, you're just going to fall victim to it. Especially with the fact that you don't know. I didn't know this was a thing. I knew that they could do this with someone like Joe Rogan, but I didn't know they could do this with somebody like you. I didn't know they could do it with someone like me. I mean, I have a lot of hours of me talking out there, but I figured you needed thousands and thousands of hours to be able to do something like this. You don't. But again, the thing that really ruminates in my mind is, how are they going to take advantage of this? Because I bet you that's the next thing we see. Not in the next month or so, but at some point they're going to be like, listen, we need to up our cybersecurity, and with upping our cybersecurity, we're going to have to pass this act or this bill or something. We're going to have to pass this, and it's for your own safety. We just want you guys safe. So from now on, every time you're online, you actually have to call this number, and it's going to dial it to the government, and we're going to give you passage to be on the internet, just so we could keep you guys safe. And again, I'm laughing as I say that, but I've seen so many crazy things happen in the past 3 years, and I know you have too. How much crazier can it get? I don't know. But other than that, I'm out.